Alright folks, Legionnaire Archery here. In this video I want to give you a few tips if you are in the archery business, bow making business, primitive archery, whatever the case might be. I want to give you a few things that I have learned over the years. I've had an archery business now since 2008, and so during those years I learned quite a few things, and I just wanted to share them with you if you are starting a business or maybe you're already in the business. One of the things that a lot of people that I see, many bow makers make a mistake, is that because they are able to get the materials, let's say you live in an area where you have plenty of bow wood, one of the mistakes is that the person won't build in the cost of the wood into their finished product. For example, if the going rate for a stave is $60, $80, $100, whatever it might be, many of the bow makers do not take into account what it would have cost for them to buy the wood. They figure, well, I'm getting it for free, I can't charge. Or they say, well, I'm not going to charge for that because I went, I cut it, and it didn't cost me anything. When in reality it did. It cost you your time, and it costs you the time of the wood drying or the space that you used, all that. So you have to factor that in and include that going rate into your price. For example, you're still selling, it's still like if you were selling a stave. And so many people, the reason why they don't charge is because when you start a business, many times people have the belief that they might be, I guess, cheating the customer if they charge for something that they got at no cost, which is a fallacy. You do not want to do that, because if, number one, you probably have a family to feed, right? Your time is valuable, so do not undervalue those things. You want to make sure you're okay, because if your business doesn't do good and you don't make enough money, you're not going to be around to, number one, you're not going to feed your family. If you undervalue your time, you're not going to let, the more competition there is, usually the cheaper the pricing, but you don't want to be the lowest common denominator, because at that point, if you just give yourself away, you're not eating yourself, you're not being comfortable, you're not feeding your family, and you are not letting others eat, because the price is going to average out at a lower rate. And so value your time. That's one of the tips that I can give you. Value your time, value your experience, and value your materials. So build in the cost of those materials into your bow. So if the going rate for a stave is 100, maybe you're using Osage orange. Well, you build that up as if you had to purchase that stave, and you charge accordingly. So you value your time, you calculate your materials, and that's how you come up with a price. Now, it's very easy to not want to do that, but you absolutely have to if you're going to make an okay living at making bows and arrows. In order for you to make like $50,000, you have to, if your average bow costs $500, you have to make 100 bows. There's 52 weeks in a year. That's about 2 bows per week. That's pretty doable, and you can make $50,000, right? That's before expenses. You have to take your expenses into account, and you're basically not making a lot of money if you're not getting those margins. So that is why you absolutely have to charge your materials when you are building your bows and when you're selling your bows. So just a heads up on that. If you have any other questions, post them below and I can make a video, or I can just respond. I may just respond, it just depends. If everybody has the same questions, I might just make a video, elaborate a little bit on it, and hope this helps anybody out there. I wanted to put this on video, just wanted to kind of keep a diary, a journal, whatever, for myself, and if anybody else is interested in watching, that's great. Subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you.